So we made it to 60 days, the end of our 60-day Grow Your Own Food Challenge. And things are looking really great. And they're going to continue to improve because the challenge is not over. The 60 days, it was just a decent number that I thought would make for a good goal to see what I could be producing within a certain period of time. It wasn't a specific challenge with any specific set detailed goal, but I just wanted to plan out some seed trays and to see where I would be at the end of 60 days. And so here we are. Got a lot of turnip greens, some lettuce in between. Got some Swiss chard and some beets that are taking a little longer. And this is only one section of the yard. I'm gonna go to all of the sections where we planted out and show you where we're at. Here's one of our cantaloupe plants, and it's flowering. All right, so if we look up, go up first, we have more kale spread out. Two different types of kale. This is Tronchuda kale. Hardly zero, it's pretty much zero bug damage on these plants. This is a red Russian kale. I think it's called the Ragged Jack or Rugged Jack, one or the other. And that did pretty well also. And here we have our watermelon vine. Watermelon vine is starting to run, and it's still flowering. And I tried to hand pollinate one of the flowers a while ago, but I'm not sure if it set because this little guy doesn't look like he's growing. So we'll probably have to wait for another flower. Here's another flower, so I'll probably hand pollinate that in a little while. All right, so we got some more kale. We got a cucumber vine right here, and that's actually starting to put out some baby cucumbers. And our cucumber vine up top in the upper garden bed is doing very well, has a fully ready to pick cucumber. Here's another cucumber coming. So those are doing well. Here's our Thai pumpkin. This plant took a little bit of caterpillar damage, but if you check them every so often and kill little baby caterpillars, you shouldn't really have too big of a problem. It can withstand that. And we got baby pumpkin coming. Right, here's another type of melon. All right, now we come down to the section where we have our tomato plants. Show you these. Different varieties of tomatoes here. They're all flowering. Starting to put out some babies. Here's one that looks like a double flower which fused together. All right, we have more kale in here. We have some more turnips. And you can eat turnip greens. I'm about to harvest the outer leaves on all of our turnip greens and our kale in a little while. See a little amaranth plant coming up. I sprinkled amaranth seeds all over the yard about 2 weeks ago, and they're popping up everywhere. They'll grow wild and start reseeding themselves. That's a red amaranth. And I've been growing that same breed reseeding probably for about 10 years now. And even when I stopped gardening, it kept reseeding itself in different places in the yard and kept itself going. So that's a pretty strong breed, because we don't have very good soil here. We have very rocky clay soil, and we got to work on our soil, composting and using green manure. All right, so here's another one of our cantaloupe plants, and it's starting to spread, and it actually has a baby cantaloupe right over here. It's looking good, getting bigger. And here I can see those little black balls? That's your first indication, or one indication, that you have caterpillars in the immediate area. So if I look up, see this turned over leaf, closed up, he's probably gonna be right in here. Boom. Baby caterpillar. And so I'm just gonna squash him and take the leaf, part of the leaf. You can leave the leaf on sometimes if it's not too damaged. There's probably another one under here. Yeah, he got some real tiny babies under this one. See that little yellow? Just starting out. So you want to check your plants for pests. Make sure they don't just get larger. The larger the caterpillar grows, the more extensive damage it's able to do. So the earlier you catch it, the better. Over here, different breeds, more tomatoes. Got our amaranth growing in this patch, nice right here. More tomatoes over here. And so that's about it for this section of the yard. We also have things that were planted before, still growing. You know, our banana trees, big mango trees. We got papaya. We got some mountain apples growing over here. Looking dark red right there. Avocado tree right here. But that's about it for our seedlings, what we planted in this section of the yard. Actually, no, we have another set, more tomato. It's starting to flower also right here. And another musk type melon, cantaloupe type melon right here. And this is a citrus tree. So everything growing mixed up in harmony. I don't really plant in rows out here too much. We're just kind of groupings and intermixed. And plants grow really well like that. You don't get super infestations of bugs with one crop when you have multiple crops growing in the same space. All right, so I'm gonna go upstairs and check out the upper bed. See what's going on up there, show you the final lettuce at 60 days. But actually I just posted a video right before this one about the lettuce, so you can check that out. You see our coffee bushes, flowering again and beaning up. So yeah, actually I'm gonna do a little harvest of greens right now. I'm gonna show you guys the result of our first little harvest. But right now I really feel that at this point, I'm at the point where with just the amount of greens that I'm growing that I could sustain myself, you know, on a daily basis with greens, and having lots of other things come behind it. Like the tomatoes are well on their way. We have some tomatoes further along in a pot down below, so I'll show you those too. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and take some of these turnip greens and kale so we can have some of those to eat tonight.